Wholesale's time is over. We live in the digital age. Here is a typical story of a fashion designer. I've been in business for 3 years, not making money, margin, or sales, but I work hard to get the attention of buyers. I feel like I'm invisible to my clients. But also, I don't know them. But I believe in my brand, but also I want to become a famous designer. So I will continue to do what I know to do, to go to showrooms, give them every single penny in my pocket during every season, and hopefully I will make some sales. And if it doesn't work, what will be my plan B? Well, I will change the showroom. It's them who don't sell my collection, because I'm a creative person and my role is to create and their job is to sell. Does this story sound familiar to you? How long are you going to try? How many seasons can you continue like this? At what point you will decide to stop? Enough. So what should I do differently? What is my scenario B? If you recognize yourself in this story, I can reassure you that is 99% of designers who left traditional fashion education think like this. After all, this is what they have been taught to do. I create, you, the showroom, sell. Except that for this model, and no one tells you that, you need a huge budget. Typically, the experts of the industry say that you need to start with $5 million to build a brand and make $5 million out of this. So basically, you're just break even. So what is the problem of this system where most of the designers are trapped now? And why this system is still predominant in the stories that we tell ourselves as designers? That it is still possible in 2024 to make a brand based on the old system that worked decades ago. The domination of this business model comes from 18th, 19th, where the first designers and popular brands started building their retail and wholesale business models, pairing with the press coverage and using fashion shows as a way to establish a brand and then driving traffic to stores. And it worked perfectly for buyers, multi-brand shops, as well as retail brands who were publishing ads on paper. But look around you. We are in 2024, post-COVID world, where multi-brand concept stores are dead and retail brands are dying. Why is it happening now? Well, the movement started long before COVID with social media, where finally the end consumer took the power to decide which brands they will want to wear, where influencers of all kinds gave the taste to try on new brands. Well, a few years forward, COVID skyrocketed this movement to the level where people can't get off social media and shopping online became a habit. Everyone has adapted. Transport companies, logistics facilities. It has become easier to shop online and wait for your favorite outfit to try it at home and then send it back if there is a problem. So why should I go to shops as a consumer, right? The only reason I will do it is for fun, just to spend my time. But in our busy lives, this time for fun is more and more luxury now, especially people who can afford designer pieces. Do they have time for shopping? Look, I know you may say, but Inga, people still go to shops. There are marketplaces, so why not just continue doing what I know? Create and pay any kind of showroom to expose my collections to buyers and pray and hope to get some sales. Okay, let me tell you a story. I recently took a call with a guy. He started his brand 3 years ago, and he was making collections twice a year. In total, he made 6 collections, 20 pieces each, which means he sits on 120 potential styles to sell to the end consumer. And here is my anecdote. He never saw and doesn't know who can buy this. My question is, are you comfortable with investing money in a showroom where your collections are never getting any feedback from the market? For how long will you be doing this? Making clothes without potential clients. You are basically making a product for nobody. Why is he still doing this and run into a wall each time? Because this is the story he's been told by the fashion industry. If you want to sell, you need to be in a showroom. You need to go through buyers to sell your collections. The problem is, this story is 10 years old. If you launch your brand today, it is too late to implement this strategy today. If you tell me, hey, I want to go to Los Angeles, but I'm in New York, which horse is better, black or white? Look, isn't it absurd? There is no more horses to go from point A to point B. We use horses to ride for a pleasure or competitions, but we would rather take a plane to reach our destination, right? Because this is what works today. So in the fashion world, designers, hear me out. Horses are no more just like the old method. Use planes, and your plane is the internet that you need to learn, use and master to sell your goods. Look, what is the difference between Jacquemus and Chanel? Chanel is 100-year-old house that was launched in 20th, the last century. Jacquemus was launched a decade ago, and he was using social media to make him stand out and attract the right client. Does Chanel do it as well? Totally, but for survival, to make the brand modern, because what is the worst enemy for a fashion brand? Being out of time, being old. That's why Chanel, Louis Vuitton, or many others are using social media, influencers, to keep their ranking with the generation of consumers. They are evolving. They are adapting to the new conditions and the business settings. This is the law of nature as well. You need to evolve to survive. Then you will tell me, but Inga, they also sell wholesale and retail. Yes, totally. But because wholesale buyers buy their reputation and audience in the first place. They buy a brand with everything that comes with it, security of making money and selling the collection. Will they take a young brand that just has launched? No, never. You are invisible. You have zero audience. So who is paying? Me, the buyer? Never. I will never take this risk, even if you do the most beautiful piece in the world. So what is the solution that you have today to survive and make yourself seen? Well, my advice is simple. Stop selling at the showroom. Get out of this cage and start learning how to create an audience for your brand and build a digital brand. Because wholesale's time is over. We live in the digital age. Everything comes from your digital presence and digital reputation. You cannot take a horse to go to Los Angeles from New York. You need to think smarter and adapt to the new economy with the voice of your generation and give yourself enough of visibility to make your brand popular and start making sales. I hope this message resonates with you. I still receive so many people on calls who continue believing in the old school model in fashion. But hear me out. This model is dead. It was already the case before COVID, and now it is totally dead. Stop what you've been doing for the last few years and come up with a new strategy. And if you ask me where to find one, well, it's easy. I put a link below. You can check my free training where I explain to you the basic principles why your efforts don't deliver results you want. And I show you the 5 elements you need to have in place before you can see any consistent sales. So click on the link below, watch my training, and then maybe you would like to book a call with me or my team members, our brand experts, to discuss what's missing inside your business and how you can build your brand starting from now. See you there, and thanks for watching.